Hello, everybody. My name is Brian Erdrich. This is the video component of the retrospective for the 8505 Capstone course. I'm going to start by going over my final Capstone portfolio, and then I'm going to give my thoughts on what I might have done differently over the semester and my thoughts on the Capstone as a whole. Okay, so here is my portfolio. It's a website, brianerdrich.com. Getting right into it, we have a friendly greeting message fronting my name, listing my key areas of focus, and a saying just a guy who likes good experiences. Because at the end of the day, regardless of if it's user experience design, content design, technical writing, people like to have an easy time digesting their content. So you've got two options after that. You can either scroll to say hi, or you can go into tabs, going directly to my projects up above. If we scroll, we've got what I'm awesome at. This is a list of my key skills that would be on my resume. But then I've got my big three here: user experience, content design, and technical writing. To start off, we're going to go in and we're going to click on user experience right here. Coming into user experience, we've got my UX projects right up here. A little bit about my philosophy about simplifying and then simplifying again in the iterative process here. Then we're fronting my engaging newsletter redesign. I took this newsletter that was very simple and bland and turned it into this much more entertaining newsletter that was fun to read. And as we can see, it brought open rates up by a significant margin here from year to year. We're also fronting my website redesign, where I reduced the user story steps from 52 to 21 by reordering information architecture. We've got a little bit from the TICO usability report, and then I have a website block design from a very challenging website that I work on for my job. It doesn't give me a lot of options for making information very readable and usable. So I came up with a new block design right here for these master classes. And then, of course, the user persona, one of the user personas that I made for Professor Hall's usability class. And now we can move on to my content creations. Now, in my content creations, we have an explainer video that talks about usability and international communication, highlighting things like icons and the use of those in technical communication. I should say that all of my artifacts here that are images, clicking on them does bring you to the actual artifact in either GitHub or on a Google Drive. Other content creations are primarily social media posts that I've made through my job using aspects that I learned about information design in this program. Moving on to my tech writing, I have focus on mostly my GitHub entries. So from writing with digital technologies, did an Oxygen, I made a site on how to make pie. Visual Studio Code, I made the story of my son's first night of living. I also have an event schedule and map that I created for my job, an example of editing, and my R and single sourcing from that assignment as well. Finally, we have contact, which is very simple. Want to say hi, email me, and my name. And that is my portfolio. Now, to give my final thoughts on the capstone as a whole, ultimately, I feel like it was a big success. I feel like this website is more than I would have been able to do on my own, definitely. If I would have done it a little bit differently, I would have made myself do user testing much earlier in the semester. I feel like with having two-ish, three-ish peer reviews, I wasn't getting as enough specific feedback that I was looking for. So if I had started user testing earlier, or even just contacting Dr. Card a little bit more, perhaps I would have gotten more of that specific feedback. But at the end of the day, this project course program, it's been a great impact on me. This website will follow me for years to come, and I really thank you for this opportunity.